Hey, brothers and sisters, I hope y'all are doing well. It is the end of the 18th. It's 11 o'clock, and I hope you've had a really blessed day. I wanted to, I was on the phone with Karen in Israel again today. She actually uploaded the video to her channel too, in case we get raptured any day, that it'll be on her computer, and on her YouTube channel. And we're looking every day for the rapture. But she noticed something because when we were recording this last night, she couldn't see the picture that I had up. This was the picture of in my dream, seeing this storm cloud approaching. And look here, she noticed this. Look, if you can follow my cursor, there is the face of Jesus. You see, here's the beard. There's his lips, his mustache, his nose, his eyes, and a light crown of thorns. You see that? And there's his head, there's his neck, there's the face of Jesus looking down on us. As in my dream, I was going towards the storm cloud. And then I noticed, look up here, the eye of God with lightning coming out of his eye. You see, there's his eye, there is his eye, there's his eyebrow. That sure looks like the eye of God the Father. And then another thing I saw is it looks like a wolf. You see the mouth with the fangs, or a fox, nose, eye, and ear. I don't know. I see that too. Maybe there are other things to see there. I almost saw a reverse image of Jesus with a white beard, and there's the lips and the mustache and the nose, but the eyes really look kind of creepy, so I don't know what that is. And there's a head wound, almost like could that be the Antichrist mimicking Jesus? I don't know, like a head wound. I don't know. But anyway, I was happy to see Jesus in the clouds. Okay, so I do not do gematria. Oh, wow. It almost looks like this is a horse running. A horse's head, its mane, its back, and its tail. Didn't see that before. Anyway, there's a guy named Joseph who does a lot of gematria, and he's looking at May 22nd, and it's his birthday. It's his mother's birthday. He's also, I mean, he's actually got some good stuff about how born again is 222 and all that. So he looks at the numbers with gematria, and I have not really ever done it before. So one of the things I looked at was, y'all know my subject, right? Divorce and remarriage with a living spouse is adultery. Now, I thought this was kind of strange. Look at this. 4401 3318 553. So you got double 33, which means come now. You got a double 44. You got a double 4 for 44. I can't remember what that is. And 55. But I just thought that was kind of strange. Okay, so I'm just going to go really quick through what those numbers mean. 4401 means to appoint beforehand, who were witnesses who were chosen beforehand by God. And we are his witnesses, chosen beforehand by God, which also fits with Ephesians chapter 1. Then we have my messenger, Malachi. Is that not amazing? Malachi 1:1. When Malachi is where it says God hates divorce and the man who treats his wife treacherously by divorcing her. So I thought that was interesting. Then 33:18 means to go or come out. The earth brought forth, and so that's the Hebrew. And then in the Greek, it's Mesopotamia, which actually I heard one time in a dream, Mesopotamia, which is just here in Acts 2 verse 9 and Acts 7 verse 2. Um, and then if we go to the 553, to await eagerly, which is what those of us who've been standing for our marriages in spite of divorce, we are waiting eagerly for Jesus to come and get us, our bridegroom. I'm, you know, I think anybody who's watching my channel is waiting eagerly for Jesus to come and get us. So I expect eagerly, wait eagerly, look for, awaits. This is who we are. And it's in Romans chapter 8, which is, you know, if you ever need to pick me up, read Romans chapter 8. But I do suggest reading Romans 6, 7, and 8 together. And it's in 1 Corinthians 1, 7, Galatians 5, 5, Philippians 3:20. 3:20 means the end, as we eagerly await for a Savior. Hebrews 9:28, who eagerly await him. And 1 Peter 3:20, once again, 3:20 means the end of God. Keep waiting in the days. So there we go. So that's the gematria of divorce and remarriage with the living spouse is adultery. Okay, so then this probably can't see it. Oh well, but this end of grace, rapture signs, go and sin no more, lust and divorce, remarriage repentance. 222-444-888. It has 523 views. It did have 522 views, but 522, 523, May 22nd, May 23rd would fit with Galatians 5:22 and 23, which is the fruit of the Spirit. And then 31 thumbs up and 3 down, that's 313, and 313 means born again. So wanted to show you that. I need to talk about running out of puzzle pieces in time because I did have a dream, but I'm not going to do that tonight because it's getting kind of late. And let's see. What else do I want to show you? Oh, Bible numbers for life. So I talked about how, well, Karen and I saw today, we saw 111, which is fear of the Lord. This is Bible numbers for life, which is different from gematria and also different from Strong's Concordance. But it has it shows 3 times 337. And 37 is the basis for all of the triple numbers. So 37 means chosen servant. In Strong's Concordance, it means to make holy, sanctified. And then here it is, fear of the Lord. Well, the interesting thing, I had a dream where I was looking through a war field. It was like a battle had happened, and I found a silver powder compact, antique silver powder compact that looked like a shell. And when I opened it up inside, it had Nancy Overton, 1/13/1948. And I just noticed this tonight that 113 is snatch away the saints. 113, snatch away the saints. And of course, we're looking for the preacher of rapture. And Nancy means grace. So Nancy Overton. And then today I heard there's something called an Overton window, which I did not know. I'm so isolated from what's going on in this world. But James Cadiz, which I rarely ever watch, but he was on with Tom Hughes, and he said that there are actually some churches that are going to be sites for getting what you don't want to get, because if you've asked the Lord, He's going to tell you not to get it. And also, I did try to contact my son to ask him to look into the magnet, the MAGNET. I've seen the videos about the magnet, and he really didn't want to hear it. So there's nothing really I can do about that. I already know he's already taken it. So it is what it is. Okay, so just a second. What was it? Oh, okay, then this morning I heard I heard what sounded like it was in my spirit. It was not in my room. I live here by myself. It was quiet. There's nobody around. It sounded like what I would have thought was a shoe dropping. That's what it sounded like, and I heard it at 5:41 this morning. So I just went to go look up what does it mean. It says wait for the other shoe to drop. And it was something. It's a idiom, I guess is what you call it, to defer action or decision until another matter is finished or resolved. Well, we're looking for the rapture. We're getting out of here. There's no going to, as he said yesterday, there's not going to be, not yesterday, yeah, yesterday morning, 17. Oh, it's 11:11. He said, he's not going to delay. But then look at number 2, to await a seemingly inevitable event, especially one that is not desirable. And while it's good, it's very good where we are awaiting, was it that? Yes, to await eagerly. We're waiting eagerly for the rapture, but it's after that, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. And the Antichrist is Obama, and the false prophet is the Pope. And I've been writing it since I think it was late 2017 when the Lord told me those things. And now it's just so obvious. It is so obvious. I've been writing it in my Left Behind letters. I have a playlist with about the Antichrist. And I had a dream. So it is just what it is. We're awaiting to be raptured, and then that's what's going to happen. And then I went to look to see, the sound was at 5:41 this morning, and this is actually one of my favorite verses, to turn to the right, but it's Isaiah 30:21, and worthless treaty with Egypt, warning to rebellious people, God's mercies. For the people shall dwell in Zion at Jerusalem. Thou shalt weep no more. He will be very gracious unto thee at the voice of thy cry. When he shall hear it, he will answer thee. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, which is that is what it is for people who are standing for their marriages, ye shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it. And when ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left, ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven images of silver, and the ornament of thy molten images of gold. Thou shalt cast them away as a minstrel's cloth. Thou shalt say unto thee, Get thee hence. Of course, that's in the King James, and then look verse 27. Behold, the name of the Lord cometh from afar, burning with his anger, and the burden thereof is heavy. His lips are full of indignation, and his tongue as a devouring fire. And his breath as an overflowing stream shall reach to the midst of the neck, to sift the nations with the sieve of vanity. And there shall be a bridle in the jaws of the people, causing them to err. Ye shall have a song, as in the night, when the holy solemnity, whatever, is kept, and gladness of the heart, as when one goeth with a pipe to come unto the mountain of the Lord, to the mighty one of Israel. And the Lord shall cause his glorious voice to be heard, and shall show the lightning down of his arm with the indignation of his anger, and with the flame of a devouring fire, with scattering and tempest and hailstones. For through the voice of the Lord shall the Assyrian be beaten down, which smote with a rod. Okay, and then so the other shoe drop. I only heard one shoe drop. I didn't hear two. I heard one. And the good thing about it was 5:41, radiance, a light flashing forth, radiation, gleam. And it's in Hebrews 1:3, and he is the radiance of his glory. And that was another thing about yesterday. Hebrews really is one of my favorite books of the Bible. I've got it marked up probably more than any other book of the Bible. And here, End Time Dream and Vision says that we don't use Hebrews. It's crazy. God, after he spoke long ago to the fathers and the prophets in many portions and in many ways, in these last days he has spoken to us in his Son, whom he appointed heir of all things, through whom he also made the world. And he is the radiance of his glory and the exact representation of his nature, and upholds all things by the word of his power. When he had made purification of sins, he sat down at the right hand of the Majesty on high, having become as much better than the angels, as he has inherited a more excellent name than they. For to which of the angels did he ever say, You are my son, today I have begotten you? And again, I will be a father to him, and he shall be a son to me, which was what the prophetic word had both in there. And when he again brings the firstborn into the world, he will say, And let all the angels of God worship him. So you can read the rest. I mean, I love Hebrews. I really do. And so I don't know. I'm looking for the rapture. And also, when you think about it, Noah, poor Noah, he was, for 120 years, he was considered crazy. And so, just in case no one has seen a video of mine before, and I know I seem really low energy because I'm very peaceful and about to, it's the end of the day. But when I hadn't done the gematria thing, actually the first time I ever did it, I was called a witch and shunned by a lot of supposed rapture watchers. But since I did show you the gematria, I'm just going to go with this one simple passage, which is in 1 Corinthians 7:10. But to the married I give instructions, not I, but the Lord, that the wife is not to leave her husband. But if she does leave, she must remain unmarried, or else be reconciled to her husband, and that the husband is not to divorce his wife. And that is in a New American Standard Version, which normally I'm showing New Living Translation. And then verse 39, a wife is bound as long as her husband lives, but if her husband dies, she is free to be married to whom she wishes, only in the Lord. But in my opinion, she's happier if she remains as she is, and I think that I also have the Spirit of God. So I was singing, and I wanted to show you something else. When I was on the phone with Karen today, she said something about 128, which I'm not sure why. I can't remember why she said, 128. It means blessed ones. Blessed ones. 128 means blessed ones on this Bible Numbers for Life. And in the dream that I had where I was having dinner with Jesus, and then I asked for a piece of pie, and then, pi is an infinite number. The waitress said, It's 1:21 in the morning. Well, isn't that interesting? 1:21 is watchman. How long is the night? And it's 11 times 11, and 11 means darkness, mystery. So I was just going to sing a little bit of a song that I was singing in tongues tonight, and then I'll be done. So hold on just a second. Let me pray, and then I will start. Actually, the song kind of left me. I was looking at Psalm 50. Psalm 50:15 was the verse. Well, actually, when I first got born again, I spent a week alone with God instead of going on vacation to the Caribbean. And 3 times during that week, I opened up to Psalm 50. And I wanted to read this. Sheep Song is a channel that I just recently had suggested to me by a viewer, and I really have enjoyed watching some of his videos. And he was pointing out that this sounds like the rapture to him. The mighty one, God the Lord, has spoken and called the earth from the rising of the sun to its going down. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God will shine forth. Our God shall come, and shall not keep silent. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very tempestuous all around him. He shall call to the heavens from above, and to the earth, that he may judge his people. Gather my saints together to me, those who have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. Let the heavens declare his righteousness, for God himself is judge. Hear, O my people, and I will speak, O Israel, and also Gentiles, and I will testify against you. I am God, your God. I will not rebuke you for your sacrifices or your burnt offerings, which are continually before me. I will not take a bull from your house, nor goats out of your folds. For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle on 1,000 hills. I know all the birds of the mountains, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell you, for the world is mine and all its fullness. Will I eat the flesh of bulls or drink the blood of goats? Offer to God thanksgiving and pay your vows to the Most High. And this was my baptism verse. Call upon me in the day of trouble, and I will deliver you, and you shall glorify me. Okay, so I'm just going to sing in tongues a little bit, and hopefully I'm going to be seeing y'all in the next couple of days. We're so close to leaving. We are so close to leaving. But usually I try to sing in tongues to dedicate my spirit to the Lord when I go to sleep, so that I won't have any attack dreams. And it's really just important to put yourself to sleep as if you were a baby or a child of God. But you think about Noah. He was ridiculed and everything, so we have not been through anything really. Elotona, elosona, kelenoke ali. Elenoa, elosana, penalekoni. Elosota, elopanaki aleoto. Elenoa, elosonali penalokeata. And awali kenutonalanale. Onalapea kanalia osanatanalehuni. Elenoa, Eleno kaleno tonalisona. Elo atanaleo kenali. Elotona kala se onaliane. Eleto panali keleno sonata. Elakanali eno. Alatana li osona pa olananelata. Elenoa ponaleo kona lianaletana. Elosona li kelenata. Eleno sona pale kenolistena tana. Kelanaleo sanali. Analeo kaneli. Elana sona tanali. Ona kena tanali. Sona pala. Alanio etanali. Enali. Elenoa, che nella tanala e le nonali che lo neo sa anale nali e no ata e nella si che lo nota feels like a song of a bride longing to go home and see Jesus. Hope it blessed y'all. Glory to God in the highest. Behold, he comes riding on the clouds. Oh, yeah, you know something else. Hang on just one second. Let me see. There's something else. Yeah, this is a song. I found this channel called Your Daily Hymn, and this is based on 1 Peter 5:7, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. And I just love hearing this piano playing, and His Eyes on the Sparrow is another really wonderful song. So I'm just going to play this one, and God bless you. Jesus is coming. Keep watching. Love y'all. See you in the clouds.